Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to everyone. Welcome to Rabbi Kimball. Welcome back. Rabbi Bernstein will be back with us next week. We're excited to have them back here in our congregation. We are always excited to have our high band joining us on this last Shabbat of the month, that we may bring in some ruach and energy and spirit. And I'm not going to deny that this is a hard time. That sometimes our joy feels like it's undeserved when we're surrounded by pain and tragedy that others may be facing in those moments. And our tradition has a very, very important understanding around the depth of being able to hold both at the same time. It's a practice. It's an intention. It doesn't come always so organically. We have to work at it, we have to build it like a muscle to be able to navigate the pains in life, the pains that are not necessarily even ours, but our society's, and then to be able to say there's personal, communal joy at the same time. It does not stop. And so I'll begin this evening with a prayer of intention so that we can recognize the tragedies that have befallen Texas this week, Buffalo 12 days earlier, times when we're really focused on how we move through these as a community, as individuals, and as a society. The words Ribo no Shel Olam, Master of the universe, and all that is in this world of yours. Today I have read stories and seen images, but my knowledge is incomplete. I don't know how it all connects, but I know I am connected to everyone. I take joy in their joy. I suffer with their suffering. If there is no role for me to play today, then let my learning leave me wiser and better prepared. If there is no role for me to play, let clarity rise up in me to see it, even if that role is a humble one. Umase yadenu konenehu. Lift up the work of my hands in anything that might do for peace, for justice, for the wholeness of our planet, or for the betterment of my community. Just as you turned that curse of Balaam into that blessing, so may all of my actions accrue to the good. Baruch atah Adonai, shomei tefillah. Blessed are you who receives my prayer. So we say together, Amen. I'd like to call upon the Gimbalim to join us in the Bima and bring some light into this moment of ours as they light our Shabbat candles this evening. We enter into Kabbalat Shabbat as this is our Chai Shabbat. It is solely musically embracing and focused. And so much of our service tonight will be without words in between. It will be music that will drive the rhythms of our prayers and our hearts this evening. And so I invite those that are with us in our sanctuary to look upon the screens this evening so that you may join us in some of the prayers as we move through, especially as we enter into Kabbalat Shabbat this evening. And those who are in our online community, we know all the prayers will be there for you on your screens. Begin this evening, Kabbalat Shabbat, open up, take a breath, bring in the focus and the intention of this moment. Live well, lead this together.
Baruch, page 28. Page 31, we read together. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ari, Ha'ravi. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu You to be seated as we turn to page 36 and we join together in chanting Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha Hayom alevavecha, vishinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'aderech, uv'shochbecha uv'kumnecha, uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Page 40, we offer the words of Mi Chamocha, a daily reminder of our task to bring redemption to this world.
La 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 לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותגננו ביצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו
All right, close enough.
Shameru bnei Yisrael et haShabbat, et haShabbat, et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat לדורותם, לדורותם, לדורותם. ביני ובין בני ישראל
We rise together, page 46. Continue individually through page 63, and when you have finished your Amidah, we invite you to be seated. Say shalom. Say shalom.
Our tradition has many words that bring us comfort and healing. Words that inspire us, words that provide what we call nechemta, comfort. And when we sing Misher Berach, we use these words to hope for a time of refuat nefesh, refuat haguf, for recovery of mind, the body, the spirit. And our internal list in our congregation, which I'll read in a moment, is lengthy, and I feel it keeps getting longer. And perhaps this is because the world is just the way it is, and coincidence, and this is how it is in the world in this moment. The healing, the work that we hope that can provide us is brought collectively through also, I believe, the prayer, through the prayerful moments that we offer in this time. To the Kol HaHadiyim, Ari Zalman Leib, Ben Shoshana Moshe, Bob Berenson, Dina Leah Bat Zohara, Lauren Berman, Grayson DeNovo, Samantha Farish, Dr. Robert Fox, Jessica Lynn Friedman, Denise Garrick, Nancy Gordon, Elliot Goldstein, Robert Gruder, Alan Hoppenstock, Scott Hilberg, Ellen Hutt, Beth Johnson, Ruthie Jordan, Richard Kitson, Adas Kramer Najri, Marshall J. Lewis, Nechama Bat Rafael, Claudia Liebenson, Maria Laura, Chaliran Batial, Jim McIntyre, Yoram Minas, Alan Ayanova, Lynn Richard, Sharon Ritter, Galina Rabalchenko, Jenny Schnitzer, Rhonda Schwartz, Alana Schaefer, Bernard Stein, Seth Strickler, Lynn Slotkin, Bob Shearer, Cindy Spector, Gerald Trimble, David Tossman, Fred Valfer, Kathy Weil, John Weil, George Weiss, Todd Villa, and the many, many families this week who need to surround and be surrounded by loved ones as they endure the unthinkable. In Texas and Buffalo, we send our love. In these moments, and I invite you, if there's individuals that you're thinking of, I invite you to share their names with us so that our community may hold them collectively in our hearts as my eyes meet yours.
fix you. We recognize that the world keeps turning. And as time moves on, as Rabbi Navarez taught a couple weeks ago, we as Jews continue, no matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on in our lives, we still count, both individually and collectively. So we turn to page 278 as we prepare to count the Omer this evening. Hineni muchan umzuman l'kayen mitzvat aseh shel sfirat ha'omer. I am ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer, hayom shnayim ve'arba'im yom, shehem shisha shavuot la'omer. Today is 42 days, which is 6 weeks of the Omer. It's my honor to call on Mike Chasen to offer some announcements from our board of directors.
Good evening, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Mike Chasen. Joining me on the bima is Marcia Lubick. We are proud to be serving you as members of Congregation Beth Israel's Board of Directors. Please join me in thanking the Mayer family for their beautiful music tonight and for the rest of our high musicians. Fantastic work tonight. Thank you very much for that. And as always, Maya, Ari, you steal the show. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. I have a couple of quick announcements and then a brief story for you, and I promise at the end I will make sure the story has a point. First, my first typical announcement is always to remember you can find out information about what is going on at Congregation Beth Israel at our website, cbisd.org. And if you have not been here before, or perhaps it's been a little while, or you're just needing some validation, please remember to validate your parking tickets in the lobby. Yes. All right, my story. I had a few different thoughts on what sort of words I would offer tonight, but something happened in the last 24 hours, and it really refreshed my perspective, meeting two people, and I wanted to share it with you. I work as a Meals on Wheels driver, which is a really fulfilling opportunity to help bring people who have difficult access to food. Sometimes when I do this, I'm driving to homes, and it's really quick, easy place to find. You hand off the food, you're in and out. Other times, though, it's a very large facility, a senior facility, and it can be quite challenging. Everything from where to park, to how to bring all this food in, and to find your way through these buildings. It can be quite challenging. I arrived today at one building, and I was told by my manager, call this cell phone number. This is Bunny, and she will be your guide. I see a nodding head. Perhaps you know Bunny. Bunny is a rock star. I'm going to tell you that right now. She came bounding out to me just as I was getting out my cell phone to call her, and she introduced herself and said, I am here and I am happy to show you around our building. And I said, that is great. And let me just tell you that Bunny, for all her energy and enthusiasm, did not appear to be in great health. But that was not stopping Bunny. I loaded up about my 6 boxes of food into the shopping cart. She grabbed the front end of it and guided me through the entire building. She was calling to the people ahead of time so they would know we were coming. It was smooth as could be. I couldn't tell you enough how much I appreciated the work of Bunny. I went to my next facility. This is an even bigger facility, and there was only one place to park right in the front, and that was a red zone. Now, for those of you who know me, I'm a retired firefighter, and there was a man in his wheelchair waving at me, and he said, park there in the red zone. And a little piece of me died. I'm just going to tell you that right now. A little piece of me died, but I did it. It was wrong, and I'll ask for absolution later. In any case, this man is sitting in his wheelchair. He says, I'm going to help you get your food delivered. And I looked at him, an older gentleman, not in great health, had only one leg. So I said, are you sure you're up to helping me? And he said, absolutely. Do you think you can keep up with me? I said, I'll do my best. What's your name? And he said, it's Russell. I said, okay, Russell. I'm not great at remembering names, and I'm going to try to remember yours. He said, I'll make it easy for you. It's Russell with one L, like one leg. And here I am remembering Russell. In any case, Russell wheeled himself backwards up the ramp. I said, Russell, slow down, let me help you. And again, he said, no, it's me who's here to help you. And he did. He guided me through an even larger building with different elevators that were broken and went to different floors. It was crazy. He had his cell phone out. He's pushing along, calling people ahead of time so that these residents who are awaiting their food would be ready. It was absolutely amazing. Russell, I don't know how to possibly help you. And he said, no, it was you who helped me. I'm sure we all have a huge hole in our hearts after the horrors of the news of what has happened this week. And it really makes me question at times my view of humanity and what's going on in our world. But when I meet people like Bunny and Russell, who are taking their time and are acting in such a selfless manner to help me, a stranger, serve their neighbors, I can only tell you how much it fills my heart with a sense of hope and optimism and to move forward and to continue to try to help others. Thank you very much. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Mike. And after just coming back from spending 2 weeks in Spain and seeing all the beautiful buildings that have been built from absolutions, I can tell you with certainty, we don't do that here. So you're good. You're good. You did your teshuvah. I also want to thank Marcia Lubick for joining us on the Bima. I also want to thank all of our high band, Lou and Buddy and Jeff and Mila and Andy. I'm going to call the five of you out for a special thing as well, since this is the first time that we've been together since the gala. I just want to offer again an incredible amount of gratitude and thanks to the five of you for the beautiful music that you created as we honored Rabbi Kenner Bernstein. I also want to thank Sebastian. Welcome home. Glad to have you. And Ari and Maya, just don't forget, I know where you live. Thank you for adding your beautiful voices to our service. We begin to continue. We continue marking time because in the week ahead we will begin the month of Sivan. So we turn to page 261 as we join together in our blessing for our new month. Our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us goodness and blessing. May we have long life, peace, prosperity, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good. Rosh Chodesh Sivan Yehiyeh B'Yom Shlishi. The new month of Sivan begins on Tuesday.
Making us
to conclude our service by turning to Aleinu L'Shabeach, page 282. I invite you to please rise as you're able. Aleinu L'Shabeach L'Adon HaKol, L'Tet Keduma Le'Yotzer Bereshit, Shelo Asanu Kegoyei Ha'aratzot, Velo Samanu Kemishpachot Ha'adama, Shelo Sam Chalkeinu Kahem, V'gor Aleinu Kefol Hamonam, V'anachnu Korein U'mishtachavim U'modim Lifnei Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'nehemar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz Vayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have died at this time in recent days and in years past. If you hear the name of your loved one for whom you're saying Kaddish, we invite you to rise so that we might acknowledge you in your period of mourning. We acknowledge with sadness the recent deaths of Judith Janin and all the victims at Robb Elementary in Texas. We're in the period of Shiva. We're in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days following burial for Dolores Dickstein, Harriet Dixon, and Gilbert Gersonfish. Finally, we acknowledge with sadness the yahrzeit, the anniversary of passing of Michael Abalon, Lothar Abraham, Nettie Abrams, Jerome Alexander, Helen Anderson, Jack Bark, Myrna Bress, Sally Brodsky, Laser Brusilovsky, Paul Christian, Irving Clamage, Jean Clamage, Marge Cleary, Alpha Cook, Sylvan Cooper, Julius Dodok, Aaron Easton, Jesse Edelstein, Gertrude B. Edwards, Robert Epstein, Viola Janet Erlinger, Hilda Feynman, Augusta Feinstein, Leo Felsenthal, Phil Finkel, Harry Fram, Ruth Freed, Robert Gardner, Adrian Gimbel, Samuel Goldhire, Averill Green, Erwin Grossman, Suzanne Gus Baker, Charlotte Heimson, Sadie Heimson, Edward Heimson, Louis Hazan, Cassie Hendershot, Sophie Jacobs, Toby Kaufman, Louis King, Sarah Kleinman, Jerome Kruger, Juliette Green Kittnar, Saul Lefkowski, Saul Lefkowitz, Vera Lehrer, Sylvia Levinson, Philip M. Liebschutz, Jerry Lippitz, Mildred Latrinick, Muriel Lodwick, Rose Lurie, Nellie Ruth Madison, David S. Markle, Sam Marins, Jack Nevin, Edwin Earl Parker, Norman Paul, Vernon Petler, Jenny Petok, Irving Prigozhin, Phyllis Prell, Zelma Press, Leo Raffer, Albert H. Rosenberg, Isaac Rubin, Hannah Rubin, Arlene Salinger, Randy Sampson, Michael Scarano, Betty Shane, Betty Schlafman, Wolf Serco, Claire Glass Schindel, Louis Siegel, Isidore Silberman, Mark D. Silverman, Bertha Sklar, William Schlesinger, Marvin Stoddard, Seth Stolmacher, Chuck Sweet, George Swerdlow, Jean Trattler, Saul Vinstein, Isidore S. Weinbaum, Mayor Weiner, and Louis Winicki. Perhaps you've come to say Kaddish for a name that was not mentioned. I invite you to rise and share that name. We rise together on page 294 as we recite the ancient and hallowed words of Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach iruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chayeh dechol Beit Israel, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Rabba mevarach le'alam u'lameh almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmed kudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and all who mourn, wherever they may be. And together we say, Amen. Amen. I invite you to place your prayer books down, put your arm around the next person that you feel comfortable doing so, as we join together in our closing song, Oseh Shalom.
Shalom,
Shabbat Shalom. Please join us in Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Shabbat Shalom.